Hey everybody, what's up? Jeff, aka GCurse here. Welcome to another episode of Black Site Files from Unsolved Mysteries. Today I actually have a very special case for everybody. But first, if you like what you're going to be watching, which I hope you are, you can always click on that subscribe button. You can click on the like, click on the bell. You know all that. All of my other contact information you can find in the description below. So, as I was saying, I actually have a very special video here for you today. I came across a page on YouTube that has some cases from Unsolved Mysteries that are not part of the Film Rise uploads. So I'm hoping that maybe this could be the producers of Unsolved Mysteries, relaxing a little bit with people who want to commentate and give their thoughts about these cases. The case that I'll be covering in this video, it actually revolves around hold on, I don't need that up. I don't know why I have that up. The case I'm about to cover actually or commentate on deals with a series of grocery store robberies that happened in the late 80s and early 90s. I cannot wait to show everybody this case. As always, I'm going to take a quick break and you'll see the case after these commercials from the 1970s.
There are an awful lot of savings and loans in California, and sometimes they all sound like they're saying the same thing.
Well, if that's true, why do more people save at home savings than any other savings and loan? Why are we America's largest? I think people feel secure at home savings. They know that in the 87 years we've been in business, no one has ever lost a penny at home. Old, dependable home savings. Now over $6 billion strong.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all having a great day. So up next, what we are about to watch is the case of the grocery store robbers from Unsolved Mysteries. I'm not sure exactly when this happened. Let me see here. Let me do a real quick look. I have the wiki already up on my computer. Let me see. When did this episode first air? Okay, let's see here. Ooh, it's actually wasn't as early as I thought it was. It says that this was part of the 1994 episode. I thought this would have been like 89 or 90, but apparently it was 1994. Okay, so this case was on the 1994 episode of Unsolved Mysteries. For some reason unknown, it was not uploaded to the as part of the Film Rise upload. So but I'm hoping that with this video being on YouTube, I'm hoping that, and it's been on YouTube. When did this actually get uploaded to YouTube? 2 years ago. So I'm hoping that since this has been uploaded to YouTube, I'm hoping that possibly this could be a sign that the producers are starting to possibly soften a little bit, because I remember when there used to be a massive, the fans were really loving Unsolved Mysteries, that they would upload these kind of commentary videos like I used to, and give their thoughts about these cases. And I remember what I like to call the Great Purge, that Cosgrove and Muir, they literally kind of went through and just destroyed everybody's channels who just did simple commentary videos and everything. And a lot of these commentary videos were in hopes that one day they could get these cases solved. But, anyway, so let's do this. Wait, hold on. Okay, so let's do this. Wait, hold on. There's that, and then there's that. Okay, I apologize about the quality of the video. This is how it was when it was uploaded to YouTube. This is nothing on my end at all. So let's get to this. So 3, 2, 1.
May 19th, 1992, 10 p.m. Closing time at Weiser's Market in Lake Grove, Oregon. As the last customers left, the store manager and employees locked the doors and began their late-night cleanup.
When was the last time you can actually honestly remember seeing grocery carts that would actually flip up like that, I miss the old days when grocery carts would flip up like that, or there were some grocery carts, especially where I lived. Before I moved to Kelso, me and my mom, we used to live in Hoquiam and Aberdeen, that area here in Washington. And they actually had stores where grocery carts, you could actually kind of unhook the front of the grocery cart where you make it easier to just slide the stuff onto the conveyor belt, you know. But yeah, I miss those old days. Holy shit, do I miss them.
One of the clerks, Phil Bradford, was on his way to an office at the back of the store when he got the surprise of his life.
Right there.
Now, that's the one thing that's different with me. I deal with anxiety all the time, and as part of that issue of anxiety that I have, I always feel the need to constantly check my surroundings. So you would never just catch me constantly just like keeping looking down one way when I'm going down a room like this warehouse here. I would constantly be kind of looking around, just make sure everything is okay. So like it'd be almost impossible for them to try to get a jump on me, because first when I would enter that room, I'd look left and right to see if anything was there, and every time I'd be walking down that way, if I was opening, approaching like an opening or something, I just looked, to see if everything was okay. So I don't think that there'd ever be a way for them to actually get a jump on me like that.
I thought it was maybe a store employee playing a trick, or him and one of a buddy or something of this nature, until I saw the guns.
Who has the key to the safe?
I realized right then, boom, it's a holdup, it's a robbery.
To the intercom. Okay, put your hands down. Easy. All the way down. All the way down. Nice. Now just act normal.
It's kind of hard to act normal when you have a couple guns pointed at you. It's like, oh, everything's okay, and then you feel these things kind of poking into you. Oh yeah, I'm really gonna totally relax when I have two guns poking into me. Yeah, no thanks, dude.
Phil was led to the store intercom and ordered to page the manager.
Okay, be nice and calm about this.
Rich, could you come to the storeroom, please? Could you please come to the storeroom? Thank you.
Yeah, that's totally not suspicious at all.
Thank you.
Put it back.
Is that good? Is that good?
Okay, wait for Rich. Okay, let's move now.
One of the gunmen took Phil around the corner while the other waited for the manager.
Hey, what's going on?
All right.
You the manager?
Yeah.
See, now, if I ran a business, if I had my own business, I would set, like, with my workers, I would set up, like, a secret name. And hopefully nobody would ever have that name. But say if something like this happened where, like one of my employees were, kind of ambushed in the back, and they're like, call the manager. Like there would be like a code name. Let's say Biff. Okay. Biff would be the code name that if somebody is being held hostage like this, and they're like, call the manager, okay. And then, they get on the intercom. They'd be like, Biff, can you please come to the office, please? Biff to the office. That would be a signal to all my employees, be like, okay, we just got a call for Biff. That means that somebody is in trouble. Now, the problem with that would be if we actually hired a worker by the name of Biff. So we'd have to constantly kind of just make sure that if we get a new employee that could be named Biff or whatever, that we'd have to change it. But what I'm trying to say is I think it would be best if, they had like this system where a code name could be given. And if the employees heard that, and then it would be followed by, hey, Biff, come to the back, please. Then they would know that something is going on in the back and that they would have to call for the police. At least that's what I would do. That's what I would do, But then again, I'm a nervous, paranoid son of a bitch. So, I kind of always look at stuff like that.
Over the next 5 minutes, the three other employees on duty would be called to the back room, only to be taken captive and bound with plastic ties.
That's good.
Then one of the robbers donned an apron, walked the manager to the safe at the front of the store, and ordered him to unlock it. The bandit then emptied the safe while his partner stood guard over the manager and employees.
Hands behind your back. That's right.
Okay, what they did not show here, because of editing the video and everything, apparently, was that this must have taken a few minutes, because I'm pretty sure, as you saw, not only was there the manager and the assistant manager, I think it was, but the other workers were also there. So it makes you wonder, how they went about this. So what they possibly had to do was, either get these people alone and then restrain them that way, or call them all back, call them one at a time to the back or something like that. I don't know. But still, as you can see, some time had to have passed since the rest of the employees were apprehended.
That's right.
I'm thinking execution-style murder at this point, because we're laying down here hogtied. I'm imagining that they're standing over us shooting us at this point.
And that's why I'm the type of person that would resist. If they have a gun to me and they're like, get on the floor, and I'll be like, no. Because I already know that if they're going to hog tie me and put me on the floor, then there is a chance that they're going to kill me. And if they're going to kill me, I'd rather put up a fight than just go down, than be killed, laying on the ground like that. No, if you're going to kill me, you're going to have to fucking earn that kill.
You are fearful of dying. You think this could be it. What have I missed? All these things start going through your mind. Family, friends, things to come, you wanted to do this, you wanted to do that. It's just a horrifying experience.
Finally, the robbers stole one of the employees' vehicles and made a clean getaway. The entire episode had taken just 30 minutes.
So it took 30 minutes to get that first employee, to get the manager, and then to get all of those other people, get them all restrained, and then to go to the safe and get the money. It's only 30 minutes. So it is believed, as you hear further on, that they believe that this is a professional group of robbers that may actually have inside knowledge of grocery stores and everything.
Since 1987, more than 35 grocery stores in the Pacific Northwest have been robbed by the same two-man team, who've come to be known as the Grocery Robbers. To date, the thieves have netted more than $1 million in cash and coin. No one has been seriously injured by the pair, but authorities fear that it's only a matter of time.
$1 million, ladies and gentlemen.
The string of robberies began in Aberdeen, Washington.
Hey, that's where I'm from, Aberdeen. Why is it all the criminals always start off in Washington?
And on May 14th, 1987, soon similar crimes were occurring at regular 30-day intervals throughout Washington and Oregon. The local authorities joined together with the FBI and the Department of Justice to form a task force.
Okay, so it was in 30-day intervals. Why 30 days? Why not 10? Why not 20? The first thing I'm wondering is maybe they could be traveling. See if there's any major highways that go by those areas. That's what I think. Maybe that they could possibly be truckers or something. At least that's my thought process, is that if it's every 30 days, that means that they may not be normal to that area, that they could be coming through as delivery drivers for a grocery store or whatever, and that may explain how they actually know about how these grocery stores work, because of the fact that they may be actually dropping off food and produce to these stores.
After the task force was formulated, we began to collect all of our data. And we worked in unison together, all of the law enforcement agencies involved. And we were able to, at that time, formulate some sort of a proactive approach as to how to deal with these individuals, as well as predict where they may strike next.
On March 29th, 1991, the authorities staked out several different...
What they could have done? What they could have done is that if let's say my theory could be correct, that they could be delivery drivers. what I would do is I would start off with that very first store in Aberdeen where this all started. And, like, say, go to the next store. And then to the next store. And see if those stores have, like, a common, like, a delivery company that is common to those stores. And if they'd be like, yeah, say, this bread company. This company that delivers the bread. They're delivering to the stores. Be like, okay, how many of those stores did the same delivery driver deliver to? And that could at least give an idea, possibly, you know, like, hey, it could be this guy, you know?
Grocery stores, including one in McMinnville, Oregon.
Or what do you guys want me to do?
L-17, that's a Roger. Let's terminate the Code 5 location. Return to the station for a debriefing.
That market closed around 10 p.m. 40 minutes later, everything appeared to be normal and the surveillance was called off. Incredibly, the store was hit within moments. The robbers had apparently hidden inside the market and listened to the police reports on a scanner. When the FBI left, the thieves made their move.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, crap, hold on.
We almost had them, but unfortunately...
And I'm for the citizens of the United States having, like, freedom and everything. But this is also one
we just had...
Sorry about that. This is one of the reasons why even though I like the thought of us having freedom and not being under constant surveillance, this is one of the reasons also I can say, well, maybe, you know, having a lot of surveillance cameras is a good thing, you know? Because back in this time, especially in the 80s, surveillance cameras were not that prevalent everywhere we went. Nowadays, you can't really look anywhere without seeing a camera. But back in the 80s, you know, even before the 80s, of course, they weren't that prevalent. And good luck nowadays. Good luck trying to go and stay in the warehouse of a grocery store. All the grocery stores where I live are just laced with cameras everywhere.
Too many high probability targets and just missed our golden opportunity.
4 months later, Roseburg, Oregon. Shortly before closing time, a box boy named Chris Truitt had an unexpected encounter with one of the grocery robbers.
Hey, what are you doing back there? Hey, come back!
I like that actor. I'm not laughing at the violence. It's the fact that he's like, oh shit, he starts running. I love that. I love that.
Here, come back here!
Come back here, you're not supposed to run.
Took off running. As I went out the door, you either have down the back aisle, you could run this long stretch, or I could have darted down one of the aisles. And I was like, well, I ain't gonna run down the back aisle because, you know, he'll be able to see me for a long ways. So I jetted down one of the aisles. I just stopped dead in my tracks.
Get down! Shut up!
I thought I was dead. In fact, I was waiting for him to shoot me because I thought I was a goner. I was just waiting for him to pull the trigger. It's kind of like everything just...
See, now that's one thing I miss. Nowadays, grocery stores are not like, you know, like little small buildings, you know, like what we saw here in this video. Every grocery store where I live, it's like a fucking warehouse. So not only is it not that small like it is in this video, but like the Safeway where I live right across the street from Safeway. So they have like an army of employees over there. It isn't like a small grocery store where you may have 2 or 3 workers at a time working. At the Safeway where I live, it's like there's at least like 15, 20, even 30 workers always working over there. So the fact is, if something like this was to try to happen, there'd be so many workers that could possibly just descend onto the robbers. It'd be comically hilarious, you know.
I didn't hear nothing, I didn't see nothing, everything just went blank. I was looking out of the corner of my eye and he started to walk away real calm. And as he got to the end of the aisle, one of the checkers jumped in front of him and said, "Hey, you can't leave." And he pulled out his gun, stuck it in his chest, and said, you know, "Get out of my way," or whatever he said, and
Go ahead, and he just walked out the store.
That means these guys are getting too brave. If they're to the point now, like literally, they don't have a problem pulling a gun on somebody. You know, that shows that they're becoming desensitized to the fear of of justice, or of fear of the punishment that could come to them. They're starting to get too used to it, and that was pretty evident when the guy fired a bullet at this guy, you know, or he fired the gun near him. You know, that shows that these robbers are getting too comfortable, that the fear of consequences is not bothering them anymore.
They're very, very dangerous. They're just a trigger pull away from murder. They are very deliberate, and they want to succeed, and they have succeeded to this point in time.
Manager to register 7.
Investigators believe the robbers always follow the same carefully orchestrated plan. On the days leading up to the heist, the two men case the target, familiarizing themselves with the layout of the store and the names of the various employees. The thieves also make it their business to note the presence of surveillance cameras and security devices.
I think that could be possibly what they do. I think they may case it a little bit, but I wouldn't be shocked if, since they're on a 30-day interval between these robberies and everything, I wouldn't be shocked that they're somehow tied to like a delivery service that brings items to these stores. In the comments section, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Do you think that these are just two criminals who are lucky at what they're doing, or do you think it could be possible that they could be part of like a service that, you know, brings items to a delivery service, or whatever the correct term is, and it could be via that way into the store? That's how they learn about the procedures of that store. What do you think?
On the evening of the robbery, they return to the store, posing as ordinary shoppers once again. The two men then find cover, usually in a backroom hiding place, where they remain until closing time.
Oh yeah, leaving a cart like that, that's not gonna attract any attention at all.
I think that it's very likely that one or both of them have had experience in the grocery store industry. In addition to that, it seems very obvious to us that at least one of these individuals, probably the leader, has knowledge of some fairly sophisticated law enforcement strategies and techniques, and has gone to great pains in order to avoid being apprehended by utilizing that knowledge.
Suspect number 1 is 35 to 40 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall, and weighs 180 pounds. He has crystal clear blue eyes and brown or reddish brown hair. He sports a mustache, which may be a fake.
Subject number 1 appears to be the leader. He is the shorter of the two and the most deliberate and the most threatening. Subject number 2 is the taller of the two. He's been described as the follower. He takes the orders from subject number 1, and he takes control of the employees. He has displayed a lot of compassion with the subjects in the past by actually placing hamburger buns underneath their head for comfort while they're hogtied on the floor, or getting a coat for them to keep them warm.
What if that the second robber, what if he's actually like a family member of the first robber? Because normally, the way I can imagine it is that, you know, like you have these teams. The people, you know, who are working for the leader of the group, they're not going to want to do anything that really steps outside of the norm, besides what from what the leader tells them to do. Hey, keep that gun trained on these guys. They'll do that. But the way I view it is possibly that maybe if it's the second person is a family member, they may be more comfortable with the leader of the two of them, and since it's a family member, maybe, you know, the leader would not really do anything to that person since he's a family member. You know what I'm saying?
Suspect number 2 is approximately 30 years old, 6 feet tall, and weighs 160 pounds. He has dark hair, dark eyes, and may be olive-skinned. He and his partner should be considered armed and dangerous. The grocery robbers have not struck since July of 1992. This is not the first time that they've taken what amounts to a holiday, and authorities feel certain that the pair will strike again. The possibility does exist, however, that they've moved their operation to another location somewhere in the United States.
And that goes back to what I originally said, that these guys could be part of like a delivery service. Maybe that they were by like their home office or whatever. Maybe they were redirected. Okay, you are no longer delivering. We lost our contract or whatever. We're no longer serving Washington State. So starting next week, you and the rest of our fleet, we're going to be servicing grocery stores in Montana, for example. And then that's why there's no more stuff going on, no more robberies in Oregon, Washington. It could be that these guys have gone to another area as ordered by their employer, possibly.
Also tonight, the authorities need your help to find these other notorious robbers. A $50,000 reward is being offered for the arrest and conviction of Ramon Reyes and Louis Velarde. Both are charged with robbery and murder in connection with a holdup at a supermarket in Van Nuys, California on October 19, 1992. Ramon Reyes, the suspected gunman, is 26 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall, and weighs 170 pounds. He has a scar on his right hand and a pierced left ear. He goes by the nickname Suicide or Suicidal.
Wow, what did he do to get his nickname? Did he go like through an AI nickname generator, like for criminals? Like, okay, I'm gonna get me a new nickname. My new nickname. Okay, let me type in some of these, answer some of these questions. What do you like? I like dogs. Okay, dogs. What's your favorite food? I like sweet and sour chicken. Okay. What's your favorite color? I like blue. Okay. Okay, it seems that the program has spit out the name. Your new name is Suicide. What was Gravedigger, was that unavailable at the time?
Louis Velarde is 20 years old, 5 feet 9 inches tall, and weighs 165 pounds. He has tattoos that read Pacoima on his back and his left forearm, and a tattoo of a female face on his chest. Velarde goes by the nickname Bugsy.
Bugsy! Oh, geez. Wow, really, originality here, ladies and gentlemen.
These surveillance pictures were taken moments before a robbery at a convenience store in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. 3 suspects, 2 of them seen here, are being sought for a series of holdups. All 3 are estimated to be 17 to 20 years old. 2 of the men are of medium build, weighing approximately 160 pounds. The 3rd suspect is thin and weighs about 130 pounds. If you have information about these cases or about the grocery robbers, please contact the appropriate authorities or call our toll-free number, 1-800-876-5353.
Okay, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. And this is one of the reasons why I always feel that, these kind of, let's see here. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let's see here. It's only going to be for a second. No. Come on. There it goes. That's why I feel like commentary channels like mine are kind of vital for Unsolved Mysteries, because it helps keep these cases in the light. And who knows, maybe one of these days somebody's watching this video and, or could watch another person's video and they'll be like, hey, you know what? This sounds like something my Uncle Bud told me about once. And it could just take just that little push to possibly, to help get these cases solved. But anyway, so let's do this. There we go. So up next, we're going to go to the Unsolved Mysteries Wiki. There we go. And basically, I'm just going to do a quick, wrong button. Hold I'm going to just do a quick scroll down to the bottom because we already know the case details. Everything that you see on this part was what was in the video itself. Okay, so let's see here. And for the results, it's just wanted. There's nothing really there. These cases were featured as part of the January 19th, 1994 episode. 2 other cases were briefly profiled at the end of the segment. So let's check this out real quick. I'm wondering what happened to Bugsy and suicide. I gotta hear this. What happened to Bugsy and suicide? Okay, we already know the cases. Let's see here. They're still wanted. You would think that somebody named Bugsy and somebody named Suicide, you would think that these guys would have been apprehended already. See, in December 94, Reyes was arrested at a meat packing plant owned by his family in Durango, Mexico. However, later articles and information from Robert Ward's sister indicate that he's still at large. It is possible that Reyes escaped or was inadvertently released after being arrested in Mexico, which led to him being classified as a wanted fugitive again. Investigators believe that Reyes and Velarde are still both living in Mexico as of June 2020. Reyes is still on the LAPD most wanted list. Delivery Robert Ward? Wait, who's Robert Ward? Delivery man? Let's see here. Let's do a quick search. Address of Ward. Cold delivery now. Just okay. Let's talking. Cool. Oh wait, isn't this the case? I think I remember this. Wasn't this where he was killed only for a few dollars or something like that? It was pretty sad if I remember correctly. Okay, so let's go back to. Let's check out the Oklahoma City convenience store robbers. Okay, real names are unrevealed, none known for aliases, wanted for armed robbery, missing since unrevealed. Wow, this is like the smallest entry I've ever seen on for any Unsolved Mysteries case. This is fucking small. Holy shit. The case was featured as part of the January 1994 episode, along with 2 other cases. And just says wanted, so. But yeah, so that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to. Hold on, let's see. I'm going to take a quick break, and then when I return, I'll be with my final thoughts. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back.
KEYT, Santa Barbara.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. It is now time of the video where I give you my final thoughts, and basically. I sincerely hope that this is possibly the start of possibly them kind of kind of relaxing their let's see, what's the best way to say it? They're starting to relax a little bit when it comes to people who want to do commentary videos for Unsolved Mysteries. Because I feel that ultimately these videos, these commentaries can be helpful to Unsolved Mysteries in getting these cases solved. Because even if the cases are not solved right away, the fact that one day somebody could go on YouTube and see my video, see another person's video about this case, and it could actually help spur possibly a case being solved. As you saw here, every one of these cases that we saw, the main case and then the 2 other cases that were shown, none of those cases have been solved. The problem is that this video was not uploaded to the Film Rise Unsolved Mysteries uploads on YouTube. So basically, there's a chance that these cases could be forgotten, but if we're allowed to do commentary videos like this, it could actually help keep the case alive, at least by word of mouth. And that's ultimately what I want. Is I want to see these cases get solved. There should not be a case that never gets solved, But yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying this video. As always, if you liked what you watched, I hope you did. Feel free to click that subscribe button. That way you'll be alerted when I release new content. Until next time, my name is Jeff, aka GCurse. Wishing you all a great day and stay safe, everybody. Peace out.